Welcome to the online premiere of Shut the Box, our short film. I'm Brittany Benedict. I directed Shut the Box.
I'm Kevin Shepard, writer of Shut the Box.
We're excited to finally bring this movie to you guys, so we're just going to jump right into it. But please stick around afterwards. We're going to chat about our process, about making Shut the Box, kind of its festival run. And it dropped some questions in the comments, and we'll definitely answer them with you guys. But let's just get right into it. Countdown?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So is that the distinguished Grandpa Fred?
It is.
So, how old were you there?
I was 9.
We don't have to do this right now.
No, I've waited long enough. It has to be today.
So you aged out of the system then, huh?
Last week.
Happy belated birthday. I remember when I got out. At least you get this place. So, are we cleaning up or are we clearing out?
We're cleaning. I'm not doing toilets or windows. So, I'm up on breakfast.
Okay.
Was that from the lake? You know, I caught this 7-foot gar once.
Wow, what a record.
I wouldn't know. I caught it for survival, not sport.
So who's this? This is Bear Grylls over here?
Nick here lives off the grid.
Well, you know, spent my whole life in the system, so you could say I've always been a bit of a doomsday prepper. You know, it's always just me and the bug out bag. What about you, man? You got the Facebook?
God, you make it sound like a disease.
Wasn't it? It's a place where you can join and pretend to care about your so-called family and friends.
Yeah, my family's pretty non-existent, but I do have friends on there though.
Oh. To help your friends move stuff around type?
Hey, I could have brought more people. I just thought, you know. Yeah.
Wait. Is this... Should I go?
No. I just didn't want to spend the whole day getting the look. You know, the whole, OMG, I'm sorry your mom died when you were 5 and then your grandpa when you were 9 and you spent the entire second half of your childhood with strangers who only cared about a monthly check.
Yeah. Oh. That makes us the 3 foster tiers then.
Whoa. Look at this. Look how cool this is. Isn't it crazy how far technology has come?
Yeah, for the low price of increased depression and other mental illnesses around the world. Guys, let's get this party started, huh?
We don't really have time for that, man.
Come on. Settle on dice. We got time.
You know how to play.
Look, I spent a summer with a family from the East Coast. It's all they played.
Fine. How do you play?
All right. So check it out. You roll the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
7. Choose which tiles to turn down. 1, 6, 2, 5, so on. As long as it all equals your roll. You keep rolling until you can't turn down any more tiles. And whatever's left, you add up for your score.
So what's the point?
Well, the point is to get the lowest score possible, or turn down all the tiles, and ultimately, shut the box.
That's it?
Not today. Today, we add up the tiles for all our scores. Take that many drinks.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's pretty lame.
It's up to you guys.
Come on, man. You go first.
I'm gonna pass.
The hell?
Did you hit a switch?
No, what happened to the lights?
Well, aren't you a sight to see?
Who are you?
That is not important. What is important is what you do next.
Shut this box is what I do.
It's not that easy. You have to play, or you will stay in this eternal darkness.
Play?
If you win, you go free.
No, I'm going free right now.
Hello again.
What's going on?
If we lose?
When you lose, you are exiled to my realm, and it takes the souls of 2 for your return. Your turn, Hanson.
You can't be serious.
You have to play.
So we're just gonna play because some gypsy said so?
It is sad to see your society still diminishes an entire race of people to one ignorant term. Pick your tiles.
No, I'm not playing. I opted out.
You just left twice and you're still here, alright? There's obviously no opting out.
This is stupid.
You gotta do the math.
Do you have a better play?
Gotta consider the odds.
He's not wrong.
The whole thing is odd.
He's not wrong.
Now what?
It's over.
What do you mean it's over? She's still here.
Your turn's over.
"21. Looks like you're headed to my realm."
Like hell I am.
He hasn't lost yet.
21's a pretty high score.
Just saying. What's it your turn?
This isn't my game.
No. You know why? Because she's got us playing each other.
So what do we do?
What can we do?
What happens if we shut the box?
Then I shall return home.
What are you doing?
Playing the game.
This isn't a game. There's 3 of us and only 1 winner, right? You do the math. A little help, Jen. Stop! Two for one. That's why we're here.
19. Sorry, man. Where'd he go?
Into the box with the others.
Now that my tile's under 6, switch to 1 die. If I roll a 3, you're gone, right?
While you two would return home and be rid of me, I don't think she'd appreciate that. Damn it! Looks like someone's excited for her turn.
Would you let me play?
How did you get them to come here?
Just won't quit, will you?
Okay, okay.
If we tie, it starts over, right?
She'll have to roll to find out.
You have to be clear with the rules. Go ahead.
Chivalry isn't dead in this world.
It's my life for hers, all right? No question.
Your life was never for hers.
What?
Looks like she's not being clear with the rules.
Just shut the damn box.
Two souls have entered the box. If this stays up, I'll roam free in your world again, collecting souls. At least you got what you came for. Or, for you, 1 round, head to head. A chance to put me back in the box and save them all?
I'll quit while I'm ahead.
Fine. 2 souls for 1. Rules are rules. I'm sure I'll see you again. It was fun while it lasted. No?
I knew you'd come.
I'm sorry it took so long.
It's okay.
I got a 1.
With Roma out, maybe now we have a chance of getting your mom back. Come on.
Great work, everybody. Nice job on the film.
Yeah, so there it was. We hope you enjoyed it. As mentioned before, this was kind of a long time coming for the release. We filmed Shut the Box in March of last year, finished it by July of last year, and then it's kind of been on its festival run until now. And so we finally get to release it publicly tonight at 7:15 or just in like 30 minutes or so. It will come out separately in a different YouTube link. So if you want to go back and watch it or you missed some of it, it will come out there. But definitely stick around with us now because we're going to chat a little bit about the process. If anyone has any questions they want to ask us in the comments, definitely feel free to do so. We're going to be watching out for those.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just going to chat a little bit about it. Shut the Box is actually the project that brought Kevin Shepard to us at Century Films. Century Films, Michael and I, Michael Huntington, he's running the stream right now.
Which is why for the delay. But anyways, we made it.
Yeah, why there was technical difficulties. But he also was the editor and DOP on the film. And so while we're at it, I just wanted to shout out some of the people that helped us make Shut the Box. So super big thank you to the actors that we worked with. We got some new faces with us this time around. So we got to work with Rhiannon Casali and Cam Everett, both kind of out of the Waterloo area. And they were super, super amazing to work with. Cam actually took home the Award of Achievement for his role at the Iowa Motion Pictures Awards. So super proud of them for doing that. Obviously, love working with Caitlin Allen. She did an awesome job. And then our good friend Cole Chauvin in the role. And then also wanted to thank Pat Gim, our tried and true, for joining us on this one too. It was definitely a good time working with all of them. And just super proud of the work they did.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got people behind the scenes too. So we had, you know, all of our oldies and goodies. Derek Smith helping us. We had Jake Daniels, Aaron Bandy helped on camera op. And then, we got to work with Terrell Christie. He did like our little special effects we had in the film. So that was really awesome. And then something we were super excited to bring on towards the end of our project, we didn't know we would be doing this, was getting the film scored. So it was scored by someone local here in Iowa. Definitely hope to work more with him in the future. He really blew us away. Stellar Ghost is his name. He's out of the Des Moines area. So we were super excited to bring him onto the project. That was after the edit was, I think, finished.
Yeah, we actually had it done and we just felt that it was missing a little extra, and we were trying to go through and find, I guess, like the free music that you can utilize, or the stock music, or what you would call it, and we just couldn't quite find what we were wanting for it. We knew we needed to go that one extra step, and so at the last minute we reached out, interviewed a handful of different people, and he answered the call, and I think he did an amazing job.
Yeah, and he was really awesome to work with. Because we were doing like a custom score, we did want it to be custom to the story, and obviously there's a huge Roma influence kind of inserted into the story through the character of Roma, a Romani influence, and we had that represented through Rhiannon herself being a Romani actress. And so with the score as well, we were kind of looking for some of those instruments that you see in Romani like culture. So I know that Stellar Ghost was able to work in, I can't think of the name of the instrument right now,
Right,
but
I
like you
can't
can
remember.
hear it like kind of gonging throughout the score. I don't know. I just love that, and I really did love the score for the film. Let's see. Let me check the comments here. Aw, so nice, so kind.
Talk about how the movie got made.
Talk about how the movie got made. As I mentioned, this film is actually what brought Kevin and I together, with Michael and all of us in 2019. the fall of 2021.
Yeah, fall 2021.
He reached out, just kind of. He's a writer, very talented, obviously, since we've snatched him up and, really stuck him to us. He's been writing for us ever since. So he had just a bunch of scripts that he kind of approached us with, and Shut the Box really stuck out to Michael at the time, but then definitely stuck out to me. I mean, I'm a huge fan of like the Jumanji movies now, but like the original Jumanji and even Zathura. I just love like game come to life movies, and so I definitely knew it'd be a cool opportunity to do this movie. And when we met about it, we were originally gonna do it that fall, but then it's like we were doing our annual Christmas movie, so it got pushed to the spring.
Right. Well, and you guys just came off getting ready for the premiere of Rosie's Necklace. You guys were in the middle of getting together a benefit for Alzheimer's, and the premiere was coming up, and so the fall got filled up pretty quick.
Yep.
I
was gonna say we rolled right into our Christmas movie, which you helped on, and that, and that's kind of like, we agreed to do Shut the Box with Kevin in the spring, but we asked him to come and help us with the Christmas movie beforehand, which is kind of a risk, right? Because what if it went totally wrong, and then we had a commitment to you,
right?
Shut the Box.
Yeah, it's like got to work together in the future, but
it went totally right, like beyond what we could ever ask for, and he's not going anywhere. Even like you're gonna keep him against his will, so But I think the biggest thing I wanted to talk about was, because we pushed Shut the Box back to filming it last spring, we had the opportunity to do a Kickstarter. So Shut the Box was crowdfunded, thankfully so, and we're just so grateful to. How many people did you say?
We had overall total 30 backers.
30 backers, and I mean, with us being, just local Iowa independent filmmakers, I mean, all those backers, those are people basically from Iowa in our community that know us, and just super grateful to the people who made it possible. How much did we raise?
We ended up with, I believe it was $3,550 overall total. Our goal was $3,500, and we ended with $3,550.
Yeah.
So yeah, we came right in just above. So yeah, it was very successful, and we can't thank everybody who backed this project. Can't thank you enough. And hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and we didn't waste any of your money. We put it all to good use, and we got the best crew, best talent, and it just turned out very, very good. So thank you so much for your assistance.
Yeah, definitely. And it was really cool with this crowdfunding. One of the rewards that we offered was for people who supported the project to come on set, and we were kind of wary about like having that be an option, just because are they gonna find it super boring, or what's gonna happen? Are our minds gonna be on those people, or we weren't sure how it was gonna go, but it ended up being really awesome, and I really enjoyed being able to invite people to come watch us make the movie if they were so interested. I definitely think you got to be interested in that type of thing, but I thought it was a big success that we did offer it on our last Kickstarter for our most recent project, Suffer in Silence. So I really enjoyed that, and getting to meet the people who supported us.
Yeah. Looks like we have a back-to-back question here. It's kind of similar, so I'll go ahead and jump on that real quick. So what inspired Shut the Box? As a writer, you tend to look at different scenarios and storylines of things that are in everyday life, and what can you do to have people look at it a little different, or how can you put your own twist on it so it's familiar yet it's something new. And Shut the Box was it was a game I was introduced to as a kid, and it's something that you can play as simple as just a sheet of paper and dice, so you can do it on your own. You can get different versions of the game, one of which we offered up in the Kickstarter campaign for our high-end executive producers, limited to 4. But no, so it was just a game that I would always play, and sometimes I'd find myself just doing it, if I just needed like a time filler or killer or whatever you want to call it. And I just started thinking about it, and the story just kind of developed. Like, what if it's a simple dice and tile game, but what if there was something attached to it, something raised the stakes a little bit more, and then the story just kind of progressed from there. The story itself, originally, it was, wouldn't say like vulgar, but the three kids, they were fresh out of the foster care system. And so in the very original draft, they were very, embracing their independence and trying to be taking everything to the max because they no longer have to answer to anybody. And then as it started to progress that it could actually be made, I started to pull back a little bit because I did know that I wanted a wider release. I didn't want certain nieces, nephews, cousins to not be able to see it because their parents think it's too much or whatever the case may be. So the finished product came in, and I'm very happy with everything.
Yeah, well, and to piggyback kind of, what inspired it, Emma asked what inspired the game. And I do think what's really cool about this is that this is a real game that already exists. Granted, Michael and I had never heard about it until Kevin brought it our way. But I do think it really works because it's so simple that obviously it can be explained in less than whatever Cam did, a minute. And even if you didn't catch all the rules, you're getting the gist as it's being played in front of you. And I really do think it's super simple, and just is a great setup for the way all of this even goes down, like the darker twist that Kevin added about having someone come out and like how it works, and the players playing against each other and one losing and going into the box, and just the whole concept of like, shut the box, this is the game, but you can be trapped inside. It's just like the perfect game for this premise of a movie. And also just another reason why I was super excited to make it. I just think it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. That's like the number one thing that I've always appreciated about this movie. And we did do like a year of festivals, and just so watching it over and over again, I just think I walked away every time like, this is fun, this is a fun one. And I think it is because of the game. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. As far as a follow-up or possible feature of Shut the Box, we have been toying around with a few different ideas, so keep an eye out for little and maybe bigger projects along the way. I do think that there's plenty of different options and opportunities available for us in the Shut the Box universe. We can do multiple origin stories, we could do a sequel, and one thing that intrigues people when it's mentioned is, what is life like inside the box? And so that's somewhere that we can play with creatively, and we can have so much fun because who knows what else goes on inside the box, what rules from our world may not apply there. Mm-hmm. So it gives us that little creative freedom. So I think there's definitely going to be something to follow up, whether it be another little short film or an origin story or even a continuation. We're not quite sure, but there's definitely options, I think.
And I don't think this was in the original script, but there is like the tiniest like cliffhanger at the end, which was written in after the fact. So at the very end, it's, Grandpa and Jennifer, they run out the door because they're like, well, we can get your mom back. And they run out the door, and we cut to like the cell phone on the table. So the cell phone was actually Sean's cell phone that he had set down when he was like picking up different things. He set his phone down. So the insinuation was like he left his phone there and someone texted him like, hey, where are you? When are you going to be back or something? Right. So someone is looking for him, right? And he's disappeared. So that... What does that mean? Like, oh, someone is going to be looking for this missing boy, and what's going to happen with that? So I do like that tiny little cliffhanger that we left in there to kind of keep it open, but definitely works as its own like 14-minute story as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Thank you for so many of the kind comments. We really, really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm just super proud of this film. We definitely, with it being a Kickstarter, I know that Michael and I really wanted to make sure we were upping our game, if you will, and really trying to make sure we were thinking about the cinematography and the editing, and like I said, that's why we wanted to bring on people who are good in their kind of arena of filmmaking, as in Cellar Ghost with the score and Terrell Christie with the effects. So, I mean, and Kevin with the writing, right? This was like kind of the first time that we've made someone else's project that became ours as well, but written by someone else. So, just love working with everyone, and I'm just super proud of how it turned out. Let's see, I'm gonna roll through these. Also wanted to shout out Kevin Isaacson. He edited our trailer for Shut the Box. So even though that wasn't directly the film, just another awesome collaborator that we worked with. So if you get a chance to check out the trailer, that's something that he does, as well as just filmmaking in general. So super grateful to him and loved the way that turned out. Oh.
Yeah. So
What else you got, Kevin?
I don't know what's next for Sentry and Kevin creatively. I don't know if that means individually or like if we have to part ways now. And
I don't know if you
Sentry
heard, but you're
and
not.
Dojolo are kind of.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I think this is. Yeah, we're gonna be around for a while. No, I mean we have like just a handful of different projects coming up. I mean we're always the 48 challenges out of Des Moines are always on our agenda.
As we work with more and more people and kind of bring more people into our group, they have things they want to make too. So it's like we definitely are working on other people's things a lot more and more. We make a Christmas film every year. I feel like a broken record saying this at this point, but we do make a Christmas film every year. This year would be our 5th annual, so we're kind of thinking that's in the works. We know we want our 5th Christmas film to be a feature. We're going Viking Santa origin story. We got Kevin writing, so definitely we've been working on that together. So that's in the future, but in the recent future, it's just a lot of other people's projects, like Kevin Isaacson is going to start filming his feature Until the Music Fades right in August. So that's coming up real soon. We just got off of Suffer in Silence, written by Ali Noel, also who wrote Rosie's Necklace, one of our other films we did in the past. So that just wrapped up, and I'm sure editing in the next month. So that'll be coming out this fall. As Kevin mentioned, 48 Hour. Definitely excited to be participating in that again.
Talk about film festivals.
Film festivals. So I mean, what sets Shut the Box, as I said, like Michael and I really wanted to really throw everything into Shut the Box in terms of like how we approached it, getting the funding, just all the prep we did for it, the things kind of we invested in for it, and in this time around, we really did want to put it into festivals and like really let it have its run. In the past, we've always just kind of sent this stuff straight to YouTube and did festivals, but this time we really just wanted to focus on its festival run, which is why the delay in releasing it. It has been over a year since we finished it. So, and we had a really fun festival run. We did a lot of the local ones. We were super honored to be accepted into the Julian Dubuque Film Festival this
International
year.
Film Festival.
Julian Dubuque International Film Festival. And we did get to attend that and meet a lot of awesome filmmakers. And what a great festival they're putting on over there. And I would encourage everyone to strive to and put their films into that festival, because we had a great time, and it just felt really awesome to be a part of the films that we're showing there. We did get to go to the Iowa Motion Picture Awards with Shut the Box this year. As mentioned, Cam Everett took home the Award of Achievement for his role of supporting actor. Laura Lorelai Shepherd, Kevin's
Mhm.
daughter. She took the award of excellence for
Art direction, set
art
design.
direction, so set
Yep.
design, and we're super proud of like the way just that office looked. I really wanted the art direction award. Like I wanted it just because I was so proud. But we were up against like Reveille.
Yeah, it was a girl who I guess didn't she just graduate from college, like a film school college, and then she had a feature film, and then
It's Shelby Haggerty, right?
yes, yeah,
Yes.
and then the individual who was responsible for set design on Reveille,
Reveille,
which was a
yeah.
time period war piece, and that was a feature film.
Yeah, so World War II, and then
Yeah.
like a very talented filmmaker, Shelby Haggerty, so like super tough competition,
Yep.
and like so we're very proud that
Yeah.
we took that one away. Thank you very much, Lorelai. Couldn't have done it without you.
Right.
Oh, and Michael took home the award of achievement for editing. Proud of that boy. And then we did get the award of excellence for the short film in general. So super proud, yeah. We're super proud to be there. And,
Yeah. And I think we have 2 more film festivals just to kind of round out the year that haven't happened yet. We just got the final word on the last one, or is it just this last one?
Iowa Independence last one.
oh,
That's it?
the Iowa,
Okay.
okay. Iowa Independent. There were other festivals that we went to that we were a part of. The Cedar Rapids
Right.
CRIF, so Cedar Rapids Independent
Mm-hmm.
Film Festival, Muscatine. We were just trying to hit them all this year, and super glad that we did, and it's
Ooh.
probably something we'll continue doing.
Yeah, well, and also with the different festivals, a lot of the times we either won an award. I think it was the Muscatine. We won a cinematography award
Yeah.
due to, of course, Michael's efforts. And the Valkyrie International Film Festival, I believe it was their first inaugural year, and we actually made it in due to the efforts of our amazing director, Brittany Benedict, and we were actually nominated for Best Short Film at that festival. So we've picked up a few nominations along the way. So it wasn't just that the movie was accepted into film festivals. It did get some what they call traction, and people, we're getting nominations here and there, and then we're actually winning some awards. So it's definitely getting, I believe, like the respect it deserves.
Yeah, and I think I just am I'm going to take a shot every time I say grateful. am super grateful that a Kickstarter, a crowdfunded project did get that kind of recognition or recognition that it has, just because we really couldn't have done it without the people who supported us. So I'm glad it feels worthy in a way.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm glad that it is. We have a question. Can you offer any advice for those who are interested in writing or directing?
I'll take the writing side of it. Number one thing, just write. Trust the process. Write it out. You're going to hear that there's 17 different ways in writing a script, but there's only your story, and so do what you need to do to put it down, and then rewrite it, and maybe rewrite it again, and then look into some trusted resources or individuals to give you feedback on that writing, and know that it's not perfect, and so there is growth to be done. And then also, when you find your creative team and you get it to the director, there are still going to be more changes because it has to be adapted. And so as the writer, you are the one that creates the world in which everybody's going to see your story, but you have to be open and rely on the other individuals, the directors, the crew, the up-downs of the world, and just really trust in them to make it even more visual. But ultimately, write it, get it down on paper, get it from start to finish, and then go from there.
Yeah, so the directing side, I guess. Well, so Michael and I have been making films since 2017, and I do feel like we're on a never-ending journey of learning. So constantly learning about directing, and it's all about experience. So like, how do you get into it is probably maybe the question too. But I'm just the biggest advocate of like this just I think filmmaking in general is so hard to do alone. And like kudos to the people who are like kickstarting kind of their projects all by themselves, because like that is the hardest I think thing you can do is to shoulder everything. So definitely finding people that are interested in what you're doing as well, and like clinging to them. And I mean, and for real, like I do think kind of Shut the Box I'm gonna say leveled up again, but
Right.
Shut the Box stands out as being like a step up for Michael and I think a big part of it is because there was Kevin involved. Writing came off of our plate and onto his, and like in while the process was happening, we also happened to meet other people who came onto our team as well. I mean, Derek was already there, but like Jake ended up joining us within that time. He first joined us on the Christmas film that year. We had been working with Aaron previously and whatnot, but just bringing those extra people on, I think sometimes some people want to control everything and have the whole project be their own, and I do respect that, but man, there's just something so beneficial to like delegating and letting people be in their own lanes, so we can each focus on making our lane the best it can be. And I'm still learning that as well, so like I said, it's like a constant journey to learn. But just find people and like grab onto them and don't let go.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
any fun stories? I'm trying to think of did anything fun happen on Shut the Box? I know that it was we filmed 2 days in March.
Leaf blower.
And it was we filmed 2 days in March, and it was like full days. And Michael mentioned the leaf blower.
Yeah.
So we had an effect where like the tiles move, like the tiles have to move on their own, and the box has to move on its own. And then also wind is in the air, like wind is in Caitlin and Cam and Cole's hair. So on day one, we were doing all those effects with like fishing wire and like a poster board, and we're just like and it wasn't as effective, and it was a lot more work. But on day two, I don't know whose idea it was, but we're like, get a leaf blower in here. And the minute that thing hit the set, we were like having a blast, like maybe too much fun with the leaf blower.
Because then it's like, what else can we use it for? And then we're like, will it blow the tiles? And it did.
Yeah,
it did. And there was even like
everything.
we ended up using it, I think, because there's a little shutter in that final tile going up because of the leaf blower. And then it actually opened the box too. We positioned it just right, and it flies the box open. And
And that, I mean, using that leaf blower, we were having such a great time with it. It actually like put us behind that day, and we ran over. We did run over. So thank you to the cast for staying with us and getting that done. We also were in, because Shut the Box, and when Roma comes out, it exists in a world of darkness. You know, we boarded up all the windows. There was no airflow coming through. Every once in a while, we'd like get that fog machine going. I know Rhiannon was just not coming off of COVID, but still had like the effects of COVID. And so I know like she was on the struggle bus, but like we were all like, oh my gosh, it's like so stuffy in here. Also, it's dusty. I mean, we did put dust down, so we're like making the dust like go around. It was, we did put ourselves a little bit through it, but definitely worth it. And I mean, paid off. We got the art direction. That's all part of art direction.
Yeah, no, we did good.
Thankful for everyone.
The thing that I would want to touch base on is that as a writer, I was doing it as a hobby for, I think we established it was like right around 6 years, and then I reached out to Michael. And so these last 2 years has been a whirlwind, and it's been crazy, and I've been graciously accepted into this film family, and now they're my family too. And they're just a great bunch of people that this last May was my birthday, and I get this anonymous letter on my doorstep, and it's from Grandpa Fred from Shut the Box. And I had to go down to where we filmed Shut the Box, and the whole set was completely redone. We had to take it down for a couple different projects, but I walked past this curtain after I had verbal directions from Grandpa Fred that Roma had them trapped in the box, and it was up to me and my family to save him and Jennifer. I walked through the curtain, and the set is back to the way it was. And we had to go through this escape room that was absolutely amazing. Every little puzzle gradually increased in difficulty, and really had to pay attention. There was a lot of callbacks, not only to the movie, but to family. And I say family because my family helped put this together. My wife Brittany, she made comments on set, and that was one of the clues that we had to utilize. And Joe, he's a Rubik's Cube wizard, and so that was part. We needed him to solve a Rubik's Cube to give us letters that then created a word to get us through that next puzzle. And there was just so many callbacks that it was absolutely amazing. And it was Brittany Benedict that created it all with the help of Michael Heinington. They were able to put it together, and we had 1 hour to get through it. And we did it with arguably 7-ish
Okay,
minutes.
so I think it's recorded. Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, we did really, really well. It was a lot of fun, and it was just crazy to think that this little idea I had for a short film not only resulted into a full short film that's getting a lot of recognition, but then it introduced me to a whole nother family, and it introduced us to they care enough about me to do an escape room to celebrate me, and it was really, really cool, and I can't thank them enough.
It was really all about me. I was in the back room, like, just so beyond, like, elated every time you figured out a clue. I'm like, they're doing it. We totally geeked out over doing the escape room. And Shut the Box was such a perfect theme for
Right.
an escape room. How could we not? But a lot of fun. Wes Worthing actually left a comment. I'm so glad you brought this up, Wes, because I feel really proud of this. So Wes said, did the rolls of the dice by the actors dictate the story, or did they keep rolling until they got the number Kevin wrote in the script? Also, excellent coverage on the close-up shots and the tiles. So the tiles and the dice rolls are pre-written in. They had to get those specific numbers for a multitude of reasons. Like, those numbers mattered, but also, like, just it's easier to have those things predetermined so that we're staying, like, continuity, and we don't have to remember all of this on the spot. So I know that was, like, my kind of worry going into it was, how are we going to get, like, coverage of the dice being rolled specific numbers and the tiles going down and all that stuff. And I know going into it, I was trying to get, like, make weighted dice, and it wasn't working. And I think Cole Chauvin, who played Sean, he's actually from Canada, and he came and stayed with us for a week during the production. And he's like, we can just roll them. We can just roll until we get it. And so definitely did not have time to do that on the 2 days that we filmed, Saturday and Sunday. So we did a pickup day where myself, Cole, and Kevin's family was there, and Michael, we went to the house, and I'm thinking like 3 hours. Is it? Yeah, of just, I had everything written down on a poster board of the combos we had to do, and just rolling them. So Cole did all his rolls, like, because of his hand was in it. So just rolling the combos, and then, like, every time we got the combo, we, like, marked it off the list, and we just kept going and going and going. And when we got the combo, they'd do the tile. They just kept rolling and rolling until the next combo, they'd do the tile. We didn't have Cam with us that day, so Joey Shepard, Kevin's son, kind of hand doubled for Cam, and just he as well just kept rolling the dice, and we just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. And then I think for Caitlin's coverage, she had nails, and so no one could, like, hand double for her. So I think we just went a little closer with the footage for her. But yeah, that was just like grunt work, just sitting there for a couple hours and just rolling the combos until we got them. and it worked out. I mean, we got them all.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, no, I did. Because, I mean, we even did, I think we did mention about, like, well, what if we just set the dice and then, like, hold the camera still and, like, cut to it? But then it took away from the whole movement of the movie, and it's like, no, we have to get the dice to go. Like, we did try to come up with other ideas.
Yeah.
But then it was like, no, guys, we're going to hunker down, and we're going to roll these dice and get it on
worked
camera.
out, I mean, like, it worked out faster than what I thought it was going to. So, good idea, Cole. We appreciate you.
Yep.
You can wrap it up if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got. Just, I know I've been, ever since, I don't know, we did our last festival, I've been on these guys like, when can we release this thing? When can we, like, Shut the Box is just one of my all-time favorite things we've done. So I've been super excited to finally just get this out there so people can watch it. And like I said, I just think it's such a fun movie, and definitely proud. How many times have I said that?
Right.
Proud and grateful of the way things have, I guess everything kind of came together just from, well, obviously working with all the people we love, and meeting new people who, and also meeting the people who supported us on the Kickstarter, and everything that came together. And also, you know, working with new actors, I think that's always a little daunting, and we tend to just continue to work with the same people because it's the most efficient, if you will. But when you have roles that maybe not fit, you know, the people who are already in your wheelhouse, you do just have to, like, you know, audition for those people. And it just worked out so well for us, and kind of reminded us that it is good to branch out because it does work out and it is successful. And now we have Cam that we met and love working with him, and definitely hope to work with Rhiannon again. Super talented and just awesome people to work with. Like, that's what I think is good, or that turned out great, is that they were just great collaborators, and we all had a good time. It was long days, but we had a really good time on set. And man, I was just rolling through all the people I'm grateful for again.
Right. It's Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving. Who am I thankful for? But just super excited for this to come out, and I hope everyone enjoys it as much as I have.
Yep. And I would just say, I mean, I think I could speak for the film family that we're just getting started, everybody. So those of you that are here right now, make sure that you like the Century Films YouTube channel. Go out to Facebook and like the Century Films Facebook, the Dojolo Films Facebook, Hevioso Films, Mediaverse Studios. Get out there, and there's going to be so much information. And I mean, I think it's safe to say at this point, there's so much going on. We don't want to forget anybody, like letting them know if something's coming up. So get out there and like those, because that's kind of, the bigger the projects get, the more we reach out through that. So make sure you follow, make sure you like, notifications, all that stuff, because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. So be ready.
Yeah, and we're Century, we're Dojolo, we're Hevioso. You're gonna see a lot more stuff coming from Mediaverse Studios. We're actually in the building for Mediaverse right now, kind of in the works film studio for Iowans to use. Have different sets being built out, and a lot of info to come with that. So definitely check out Mediaverse related content and info coming your way. But as Kevin said, just check everything out and stay updated, and we hope to keep putting stuff out and working with everyone.
All right, yeah. So until then, next time, I guess it'll be, huh?
That's all we got. Wait. It was fun while it lasted.
No.